May kagway na ta Voices Unveiled with Guikhan Season 2 Episode 31 called Laudere, aside to interaction kang Unveiled District called Jauka my Pungwang Lama, Kani Jauka my Pungwang Lama Narang my Anu bum my bum red, the limit to look gay, ram gay to tie, you don't go down my struggle challenges as a wife. Now you tak long in bum die, King Long made up date my dear my sona. Tamenglong District on toppers and above my Miss Paideule Panme, Holy Angel Academy Kawana, Kuwong my Holy Angel Academy High in Pa Village Tousem subdivision Kawana Miss School Hare, Mikau High, Kuwonga, Tamenglong District on toppers cuts na Wong Welcome Mikau. May kagway na kang katong journey kani nitong bam kada repat na kumay tong ano kang inspiration sunod itong journey gani kung makan ni kang ta may kagway na kang district toppers that present sa law nitong welcome to the interaction. We are so happy and blessed to have you on our interaction. So to start with our interaction, if you could kindly give your introduction and a little background of your family or anything related.
Hi, I'm Paideule Panme. I'm the youngest daughter of Panme and Paideule Panme of Tousem. I come from a humble family where my father runs a local shop in addition to his work as a secretary in the church ministry, and my mother is a private teacher. I have 2 brothers and 5 sisters, and we were brought up with the believe that education is the most important part to our future. We were taught to have faith as our first priority.
Okay, thank you so much for your very humble and wonderful introduction. And to proceed with your introduction, I would like to know why do you why do you choose Holy Angel Academy? Knowing the fact that you are from Tousem, Kulen, in Kulen. So you are from Tousem, Kulen, which means you are not, you don't belong to that area of your school. So many of your friends must be studying in the Tamenglong District. So why do you choose that school?
I came from a school in Nepal, but due to the conflict, I came back to my home and I couldn't go back. So while we were searching for a school, Tamenglong was not an option because my siblings were not there in Panme and I'm not familiar with the place nor the language. And my sister is in Holy Angel Academy, she's a principal, so I went there to stay with my sister.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. And also, as I congratulate you for your success, I would also like to congratulate your sister for doing a wonderful job in that very how do we call when we talk about Tousem, like what we can think is a far-flung area and then the road conditions and all. But giving such education or contributing to such a cause will be very helpful for our community as a whole. So I would like to congratulate your sisters also, as you mentioned, that is the principal of that academy. To proceed with that, sometimes not because of the school or not because of our knowledge, but sometimes we used to feel discouraged just knowing the fact that we are staying in some remote area or something. But when did you realize that you can also score well and compete with other students from different districts in our state?
When I first went to Nepal, I scored great marks, and from there I started having opportunity to career in HSLC. But the realization came when I was appearing my pre-board exam on January 2026. The marks that I scored will get me the confidence and the ability to believe in myself.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Can you please share us your study routine, kind of when you were preparing for the exam?
I followed a discipline and regular study. I woke up around 4 and then I studied till 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And in the afternoon I studied for around 3 hours.
Okay, so did you do that only in the time of preparing for HSLC exam or while you were studying class 9, 10, do you have that routine?
Yes, I have been having a regular and disciplined study practice since last year.
Oh, okay. So we know that you are good in all the subjects, but if you apart to tell which one is your toughest subject?
Mathematics.
Mathematics. But if I'm not wrong, you score 100% in mathematics also. So how do you tackle that, or how do you put extra efforts in your tough subjects?
During the pre-board exam, I realized that my preparation for the board was not sufficient in mathematics. It was not satisfactory. So my teachers, my maths teacher, they advised me to read the question bank, like practice it. So I practiced that and I solved the problems daily and then give extra time to complex questions. And that's how I became.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for sharing that, and I believe that it will be a motivation for most of the students, because most of our students, we thought that math is tough, and when we say math is tough, every one of us know that math is tough. So even if we fail also, we don't bother too much thinking that yeah, it was a tough subject. But the fact that you yourself analyze yourself and try to improve yourself in that area, it's a very motivational and challenging spirit for our students and also to every one of us. Thank you for sharing that. And of course, you have the how do you say? You are the one working very hard for this success. But if you are to give credit for this success, whom would you like to mention?
I would like to give this credit for my achievement to my family members who always stood by my side, and all my teachers from the primary school, Tousem School, Guikhan Academy, and Holy Angels Academy, and also to all my villagers who kept praying for us, for the students.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. So you have shown that, as we also mentioned earlier, you have shown that the place where we stay or the place where we belong doesn't define where we would be. You have proved that we can achieve a lot. So what message would you like to give to the people or to the students who were staying in our village, let's say, in a little bit remote area? How would you like to motivate them?
So to all the students staying in the remote areas, let us not let our standards or the standard of our school define our future or where we would be. If we keep paying attention to the classes and if we work hard and we are willing to work sincerely, then we are bound to achieve success.
Thank you so much. It's a very strong words, and I believe that it will reach the mind of the people who are being discouraged, especially to our younger generations. Thank you for sharing that, and I would also like to go a little deeper into your personal again. Like, what is like your dream? What do you want to become in future?
I want to become a doctor.
So, is it a pressure, or is it a trend that most people, like when we were young, everyone says want to become doctor or engineer or a deputy commissioner, kind of. So, what made you to want to become a doctor? Like, do you have any specific incident that I need to become a doctor to do this, or is there anything why you want to become?
There is no specific thing, but I want to become a doctor.
Okay. It's obvious that you will be taking science stream after class 10. But we like after the result declaration, your name, your achievements, the name of your school has been published in most of the local papers and in groups. Like, it was circulating in social media, and that's how we also get to know you. So, but we also, like, everyone is also curious that which school are you planning to go for your further studies?
Listening.
So why? Because I want to know, because you came back in 2023 because of the conflict, and you have achieved great things again, and that school must be a very good one, but why in far again? Like, what if there's disturbances in your schooling, just want to know what convinced you to choose that school, especially located in Impal.
My brother is staying in Nepal, and he will be taking care of me, and I will be staying in hostel. So I don't getting those discoveries is really interesting.
Okay, thank you so much. I really like your approach of like how you know what you want and how to go about it. Like there is no confusion in you, and I think that's the very good thing that we can go forward to it, because at this juncture many of us get confused even to take what subject, what I want to become in the future. But I really like how you're such a young girl and such a brave girl, so kudos to you again for that. And if we become successful, if you become successful in life, you're already successful, but let's say this is just a first step to more success. So when you become success, let's say you become a doctor, if God's willing, would you like to contribute to our community?
I want to help in bringing a better education facilities to the villages, so that the children and parents do not have to stay apart for the better education of the children.
Okay, that point is very deep. Giving the context that even me myself have experienced that, like when I was just 16, when I was just 6 years old, I have to stay away from my parents, since we don't have how to say, my parents stayed in my village, so even me I have to stay at my uncle's place when we are that very young age. And when we started schooling, it's so difficult to stay with our parents again. Even for you, like till class 10, most of the time you're in Unveiled or in your in this school, so you are not staying with your parents. And even 11, 12, you'll be going away from your parents again. So the point that you shared, like if there is good schools in our own place, then it would be a wonderful. It will not just be good for the students and parents financially, but it will also build a stronger relationships among them. Thank you for sharing that. You says that your toughest subject was maths. So what is your favorite subject? English. Okay. That we can know from where you speak, from how you speak, and how confident you are. And so, among all your teachers, like everyone must be good, but if we have to pick the best teacher, whom would you like to pick?
I do not have any specific teacher in mind. All the teachers have inspired me in their own ways and have brought out the best in me, and I'm really grateful to each one of them.
Okay, very diplomatic answer. Thank you. If you are to describe in one word or one line the journey of your HSLC, how would you like to describe?
It's challenging.
Okay, thank you. And you want to become a doctor, but if you have the opportunity, like you can become an IAS, doctor, engineer, and or in this 21st century, everyone is doing like entrepreneur, doing our own business, and also what interests you the most? Doctor, okay. So there are so many challenges again when you talk about the place where you are schooling, like even the point that you mentioned now, like being staying away from our parents. Not only that, I think there must be a lot of other challenges also, being staying in a residential school, you know. So despite all this limitation, what motivates you to work hard and become this, to achieve this?
There were days when I would feel down and I would think of giving up, but at that time, the prayers of my villagers and the love of my teachers and my parents and the hope that I would do something great one day, those thoughts kept me motivated.
Okay, thank you. And for those who don't know, this Holy Angel Academy is a private residential college, school in Pao village, Tousem subdivision, Tamenglong District, and it was been looked after by Paideule Goodwill Foundation. So if you are to share any lines for your school or about your school to our audience, what would you like to convey as a topper, like not just for that school but for the whole district, your message to your school?
Holy Angels Academy is a great school. It has many experienced teachers and have so many facilities. The with sports or computers, and have hostel facilities for both boys and girls. So you should come and enroll your students in one of these.
Oh, okay. So that was for the audience about your school. So if you are to also add a line for your school, like credit to your school, what would you like to convey? Maybe to all your teachers or to all the people involved in your school?
I would like to thank all my teachers and the non-teaching staff for believing in me and for guiding me and encouraging me in this journey.
Okay, thank you. So you have mentioned earlier when we were discussing that 9 students from your school, from your batch, appear, and out of it 9 pass, like 100% pass percentage. So I believe that this will not just be a moment of success for this time, but it will also really encourage the students as well as the parents to it has already built a goodwill or a trust about the school to the parents. So I think we can consider that this is something that you are also giving back to the school. For those who don't know about her, like she had scored 9.5 CGPA in class 10 HSLC this exam. So to conclude with our interaction, please give a short message to our people who is watching our channel as a closing remark of our interaction.
If you have a dream, strive for it and don't let others' opinion hide your self-esteem.
Okay, thank you for the strongest closing remark, and also thank you for sharing your journey and a story with us. And I believe that your story will inspire a lot of the young students across Tamenglong and beyond to keep chasing your dreams, not to limit themselves because of the limitations that they are facing or because of the place where they are staying. Once again, thank you so much. You come all the way for this interaction, and we wish you more success in future and brought pride to our community. Once again, thank you. And also, I would like to thank all the viewers for your continuous support in this interaction program. From here, we will conclude today's interaction. We hope to meet you again in the next interaction. Thank you.
You are watching Voices Unveiled with Guikhan. Thank you.